xy plus x equals 32, xy plus y equals 35. Find x and y. Hi there, this is Daily Mathematics and you are welcome to today's video where we have this very interesting question here to solve. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. Solution. First of all, what are we going to do? So we have this, I will name it as equation 1 and this as equation 2. Right, so what are we going to do? We're going to subtract equation 2 from 1. And what does that mean? It means equation 1 minus equation 2. Equation 1 minus equation 2. So this is equation 1, xy. So let's go into it. So we have xy, right, minus xy plus x minus y equals 32 minus 35. So that's subtracting equation 2 from equation 1. This minus this, then this minus this, then this minus this, right? So from here we can see xy minus xy cancels themselves. So we have x minus y equals 32 minus 35 gives us minus 3. So x minus y equals minus 3. If we can make x the subject of the formula, want to make x the subject of the formula, x equals minus 3. This is minus y. When it crosses over, it turns to plus y. We can now have x as x equals y minus 3. Right? So it is the same thing. So they are the same. X equals y minus 3. We can now name this as equation 3. Right? So we'll now substitute x equals y minus 3 in any equation. I'll use equation 1. Right, I want to substitute this value of x into this first equation that we have here, so I can now be able to find the value of y from there. So the equation is xy plus x equals 32. This was the original equation 1. So I want to substitute the value for y here, for x here, sorry. So x is y minus 3. So I have x here, I'll put y minus 3. And I have y here, I'll put y plus x. Instead of putting x, I put y minus 3 equals 32. Right? So from next, what am I doing next? So from here, I will expand y times y, that's y squared, minus 3 times y, that's 3y, plus y minus 3 equals 32. So let's solve. So we have y squared minus 3y plus y gives us minus 2y, right, and minus 3. Then this is plus 32. We bring it to this side, it becomes minus 32 equals 0. What do we have? So from here you have y squared minus 2y minus 3 minus 32 gives us minus 35 equals 0. So from here we can see that we have a quadratic equation. And what do you do in a quadratic equation? We find the root of the equation. And how do we find the roots of the equation? We can use our quadratic formula method, or we can find two factors of minus 35 that when we add it, it will give us minus 2. When we find two factors of minus 35, we'll add it together for it to give us minus 2. And what are those factors? If you look closely at 7 and 5, they are factors of 35, right? But when we put just like a minus here, right? So minus 7 times 5 gives us minus 35, meaning they are both factors of minus 35. And when we say minus 7 plus 5, it will give us minus 2, right? So we are good. So we're going to use that. So we have y squared, and instead of writing minus 2y, we have minus 7y plus 5y, because this minus 7y plus 5 just still gives us minus 2y, and we have minus 35 equals 0. So we factorize from here. So we have what is common here, we have y common here. If we have y common, you have to remove y from here. We have y minus 7. From here we have plus 5. 5 is here, 5 is here. When we remove 5 from here, we have y minus 7. When we remove 5 from here, we have y. When we remove 5 from here, we have 7 equals 0. Right? So what's the next thing for us to do? So for us here, we can see y minus 7 here and y minus 7 here. We'll bring it out. So we have y minus 7. We'll factorize it out. When we bring it out from here, we have y left here. And when we bring it out from here, we have 5 here equals 0. What do we have? We equate it bracket with 0. Y minus 7 equals 0, or y plus 5 equals 0. So y equals 0 plus 7, y equals 7, or y equals 0 minus 5, and y equals minus 5. Therefore, we'll take the positive number. This is the positive number here. Therefore, y equals 7. Right? Therefore, y equals 7. Now, we're going to substitute the value of y. Substitute the value of y. I want to get the value of x now. So, substitute the value of y. Substitute the value of y. Substitute y equals 7 in equation 3. Now remember equation 3, the equation we got here. This is equation 3, y minus x equals y minus 3. This is equation 3. Now we would have substituted into the original equation, but because it will take a long process, let's just do it quick and easy. So x equals y minus 3. This was the equation 3. So we'll substitute y into it. Let's write it down. X equals y minus 3. Then x equals, value of y is 7. 7 minus 3. Then x equals 4. Right? What's it trying to tell us? It's trying to tell us that x and y is, x is 4, 4 and 7. Right? So this brings us to the end of this question. We have gotten the values of x and y for this question. Now, to quickly confirm if our answer is correct, we are going to do a confirmation. This is the value here, xy plus x equals 32. Let's have it here. Xy plus x, right? Xy plus x equals 32, right? And you can see here the value of x here, x and y here is 4 and 7. So x and y is 4 and 7. X and y, right, is 4 and 7. So x here is 4, y here is 7, xy means 4 x times y, right, plus x is 4 equals 32. Will it give us 32? Right? So from here we can see 4 times 7 is 28. 28 plus 4 definitely gives us 32. So the value is correct. How about for the second equation, which says xy plus y equals 35? Xy is still 4 times 7, which is 28. 28 plus y is 7. 28 plus 7 gives us 35. So we are correct in both questions. That means this brings us to the end of this question. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave your genuine thoughts about this video. Thank you very much.